Good evening, Sneaker Factorians, and welcome to another episode of Sneaker Factory After Hours. Tonight I want to talk about one of the most important parts of running, especially endurance running or even triathlons, basically anything that is an endurance type of exercise. One of the things that we have a lot of people coming in asking questions about is nutrition. How do I get better nutrition while I'm on my run? Well, the answer is very complex. We have a lot of different products for you at all of our stores. They're going to help you get through your long runs, your long rides, in the middle of a long swim, your hour-plus long swim for you Iron Men and Iron Women out there. The first one that I want to show you is by GU. Now, GU is kind of like the Tylenol of nutrition products. A lot of people come and say, hey, you got any GU? And they're looking for a different company. But GU is an energy gel company that makes a couple different products. This one that I'm holding is called Chocolate Outrage. It comes with caffeine. It's about a little over 1 ounce, 1.1 ounces of very viscous liquid that uses GU's very own synthesized sugar complex to help fuel your run. So as you're getting a little bit later into your run, you start feeling a little bit more tired, you need a little boost, you grab a GU. Now, most people will tell you every 45 minutes for any exercise longer than an hour. So if you're a 1 hour and 30-minute marathon runner and you're looking to GU up, you probably would take one right in the middle and maybe one for recovery right afterwards. Now, if you're a 2-hour marathon, half marathon runner, you'll be taking one at about 45 minutes, and you'll take probably another one at an hour and a half, and that should get you through to the end. Now, one of the things I definitely want to mention is I would always take this with a little bit of water to help get any residual GU out of your throat, wash it down a little bit, and make it a little bit easier on your stomach. Now, GU also makes something called Roctane. Now, Roctane is, again, it's the same amount of weight, but in this package, this one has 1.75 times the amount of the GU formula in it. So that means it's 1.75 times stronger, which means it's like almost taking 2 of these guys. You're still going to want to take this once every 45 minutes or so, but you get a little bit extra of a kick out of here. Now, this is really popular among the triathlon community. Iron Men, Iron Women really like it. Olympic distance athletes start to like this kind of stuff, and anything longer than that. The next company is Clif. Now, Clif Company, we all think of Clif bars as what they mostly make, but they also make gels. Now, this is called the Clif Shot Gel. It's an energy gel. It's 90% organic, and it fuels you with a brown rice syrup. So it's a little bit easier on your stomach for a lot of people if you don't quite like the synthesized stuff. If you're vegan, if you're vegetarian, a lot of people tend to go more towards the Clif. Now, they also, like I said, they also have a couple of solid products if you prefer to chew. Now, this is the Clif Blocks. Again, this one's 95% organic. This particular flavor is Tropical Punch. It has a half a shot of caffeine. So one of the advantages to something like this is that there's 6 blocks in here, kind of like a gummy bear. And each one of these blocks you can take at one time. So you rip the top off, kind of like this. Some people use their teeth. Don't spit it out on the ground though, because that's littering. Open it up and take 1 block. So here's 1 block. And I'm running. And I'm chewing. If I don't want to take all 6 at one time, I don't have to. I can hold it in my hand like this. Maybe taking one another 5 minutes later. And I'm good to go. Now, they also have these things called Clif Rocks, and the rocks are a protein chew. Kind of like a malted milk ball, but inside, this particular one is chocolate. Inside almost tastes like a brownie. Kind of like a gluten-free brownie, but this is not gluten-free. Now, this one has 20 grams of protein in the entire package. Something like this may be really good for after a run or some type of endurance training, because of how much protein it has, and it also has a good amount of calories in it too. This particular flavor has 270 calories. So that would make a really great recovery product for you. And of course, we also have the Clif Bars. This is your traditional chocolate brownie one, which is a very popular flavor. And this is the Clif Mojo. This one's actually considered a trail mix bar and has really great flavors, and people really, really love this. This one's 70% organic. The next company, a lot of people know for their bars, which we do carry, but we also have Power Bar Energy Gel. This particular one happens to be double latte. If you're a caffeine drinker, if you really like a lot of caffeine, this may be a great one for you because it has 2 times the caffeine, which comes out to about 50 milligrams. One of the things that I like about Power Bar Gel is that it happens to be a little bit less viscous, so it goes down a little bit smoother. But just like all the other gels, you're going to want to wash this one down with some water. A couple of the other products that we carry from Power Bar are the Protein Bites, which taste delicious. Very similar to the blocks or the rocks from Clif Bar. Great recovery. This one happens to have 300 calories in it. And the whole package has 20 grams of protein. Again, this would be more along the lines of recovery. Power Bar Energy Blasts are kind of like, if you remember as a kid eating some Gushers for lunch at the picnic table, this would be very similar, only this happens to have Power Bar's energy to it. So not only does it taste pretty good, it also gives you a little bit of energy. And like the blocks, you can take these on a run and you don't have to eat every single one at once. You can if you'd like. The last company is a really great company, and we should take a lot of pride in this particular company here at Sneaker Factory because it's not only a great product with heavy science-based research behind it, but it also happens to be made here in New Jersey. This particular one, Excel Gel, is made at Pacific Health Labs in Matawan. The advantage to Excel Gel as opposed to the other ones is that it has a little bit of protein. Pacific Health Labs use a 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio. So for every 4 grams of carbohydrates, they throw in 1 gram of protein. So Excel Gel is great while on the run, get you a little bit of protein so you feel like you maybe are a little bit more full, but it still has the carbohydrates that you're able to more readily use and go after it a little bit harder. If you're more into drinking something while you're on your run, Accelerate is a great product. It's a powder mix. This particular one comes with 30 servings in it, and we're looking at lemon lime flavor. This is something that I like to use before I go out on my run, or if I'm going to be out there for a long time on my bike, I'll fill a water bottle up with this and it'll keep me going. Again, Pacific Health Labs made, and it's giving you that 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio. So when I'm out there on my bike, you're out there on your run, training for your marathon, this is going to get you a little bit of protein and those easily absorbable carbohydrates and sugars. But they also make a phenomenal post-workout drink called Endurox R4. Again, keeping with that 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio, but this one has a lot more protein. So you get done with your run, your bike, your swim, whatever the case may be, you get a glass of this and you're going to get a lot more protein, and your body is going to be able to recover a little bit better. When you get your nutrition, any one of these nutrition products in within an hour or so after your run, your glycogen stores, which are what releases the sugars into your body and allows your muscles to move, absorb so much better. So getting something with some good protein and some of the good carbohydrates is going to be key for your body's recovery and making you more ready to hit it the next day. So that's a little bit about nutrition. If you have any more questions, see any one of us at any one of our stores and we'll direct you into trying something better, maybe helping out, figuring something that may not have worked, and finding you something that will. This is Dr. Love signing out.